Okay, so far all we've done is sum up sales, but there's lots of other stats that you can do. Let's go insert a new pivot table, and I'm going to name it D, like this, and slide it over here. So let's put customer in and then total. And so this is the usual what we've seen all along. But I can add total again down here in values, and I'm going to do that by just simply dragging it and dropping it down here. Now I have a sum up total, which doesn't really make very much sense. I got the same thing over again. But let's turn this into average. So what I'm going to do is pick a cell here and right click on it and select value field settings. And when I do, I get this pop up. I'm just going to give a custom name to it, which is just the title over here on this cell. And I'm going to say average sales and select average, like so. And poof, whoops, I should have said, I can change it here as well, average of total, like that. So these are the average sale for each customer. Another common question is, well, how many sales did we make to each customer? So I'm going to grab total down here. It doesn't really matter what column I'm dragging down, and right click, value field settings, and I'm going to select count. So I'm just going to say count of sales here and go. Now it's a count, so I got to get rid of the dollar sign. So usually the way I do a count is a comma and then get rid of the decimal places. So we had 1,000 sales altogether, and you can see how many we sold to each single customer along the way. In this list of different kinds of calculations are all the stuff that we saw functions for before, min and max, standard deviation, variance, gets into some real statistics, but average, min, max, sum, they're all here and easy to operate with. So let's take a slightly different look at it, and I'm going to take the average out, just sort of to clarify, and get rid of the count as well. Another common question that pops up is, okay, well, we sold $270,110 All Atlantic, but what percent of total sales was that? Well, we could write a formula to do it, but we don't have to. Come over here to total, drop it down, right-click, value field settings, okay? And there is this other tab up here we haven't looked at yet called Show Values As. So I can say I want to show percent of grand total. Go ahead and click on OK, and that turns this column into a percent. That is the percent of grand of this. So that 270,110 is 5.33% of 5,069,000. That's a very useful number and helps as this is sort of a stepping stone toward doing proportions, because that really is the proportion of sales for each customer. So by right-clicking and selecting value field settings, you can choose to summarize and create stats on several different things, or you can come up here and do percentage of grand total, percentage of parent row, that's if you're doing subtotaling, and so on. Very easy to get these kinds of stats.